Good evening, friend. Now, the one of my best students asked this problem, that is problem based on hydrogen bonding. Okay. One day this question came in the evening test. So let us start the question from the question number 293. So first question is the coupling between base units of DNA is through. Okay. So coupling units, when you are talking about the coupling units, student. Okay. So how is the DNA strand? If you talk about the DNA strand, here you can see on the board. So DNA is no double helical strand is there. Okay. And in this DNA, if you're talking about if you're talking about the strand, student, what you will be able to find that there is the bases are there. Okay. So in the bases, what are there? That is uh, suppose nitrogenous bases are there, like cytosine, guanine are there. Okay, thionine, and that is adenine is there. So what kind of bonded are there? There are the these bonded are, that is hydrogen bonding are there. These are the what? Hydrogen bonding. Okay, so that is the two strand of the two strand in the DNA is the bonded by hydrogen bonding. So correct option will be option number 1. So for this question 293, the correct option will be option number, if you're talking about the option number, it is a 293, option number 1 is the correct option, that is hydrogen bonding, that we already discussed. Now let us move to question number 294 and read out the question number 294. What the question is saying, that is question is given that which of the following exists as a liquid at room temperature due to the formation of associated molecule. Okay, so benzene, okay, benzene is also liquid, but this is not because of the hydrogen bonding. Okay, so which of the following exists as a liquid at room temperature due to the formation of associated molecule. So when you talking about the liquid, okay, at room temperature, water will be available at the room temperature. If you talk about the benzene, benzene will not be a liquid in the room temperature, or the bromine also not, carbon disulfide also not. So correct option will be option number 2. Okay, water molecule is having hydrogen bonding. As a result of this, it will act it will exist as a liquid state, but other will not have the hydrogen bonding. You can check it out. Here is the, if you're talking about the hydrogen bonding in the water molecule, it is like that molecule are there, HOH, like that is there. Here is HOH is there. Okay, so here is what is happening, student. If you talk about, so here is the, if you see little bit here, little bending this for understanding purpose, here is the force of attraction between hydrogen atom of one molecule to the most electronegative atom of the another molecule is known as what? Hydrogen bonding. So in the water molecule, there will be the hydrogen bonding will be there, and due to hydrogen bonding, water molecule exists as a in the form of the liquid state. This is our answer. So correct option will be option number 2. Now let us read out the question number 295. Okay, student. So if you are going question number 295, what is the question, student? You can read out here in the slides. The type of bonds present in CuSO4.5H2O. Okay. So here if you see, student, type of bond in CuSO4.5H2O. So let us come on the board, student, for the better understanding. Okay, here we are having that is CuSO4.5H2O. This is there. Okay, so when you are going for this question, so you will find that is here is the ionic bond is there in the CuSO4. Here is Cu2 plus will come, SO4 2 minus will come. So this is what? This is ionic bond. Ionic bond. Okay. Ionic bond is also either say ionic bond, or you can say the same name is electrovalent. Electrovalent. So ionic bond or electrovalent is the same name. Now let us move for the another one. That is the, if you're talking about in the SO4. Okay, if you're talking about in the SO4, so what kind of bond will be there in the SO4 molecule? Here is SO4. If you are talking about SO4, so it is having the covalent, because all are non-metal, so it is also having that is covalent. Okay, and then if you're talking about the CuSO4.5H2O, so it is also having that is the coordinate bond. Here the lone pair electron has to be supplied to the, okay, copper. So that is, Cu, this one is, Cu, and here is H2O. So because of lone pair electron, here it will supply, so it is there also. That is the one more bond is there, that is known as what? Coordinate bond. Okay, this is the coordinate bond. Now if you talk about the water molecule, okay, water molecule. So water molecule is having what kind of bond? If you talk about, that is hydrogen bonding, hydrogen bond, hydrogen bond. So now let us match with the option, student. How many bonds are there? Firstly electrovalent, then covalent, then coordinate, and hydrogen bonding. So all four types of bonds are present in this. So correct option will be, if you check with the option in the slides, student, you will find that is option number 3 is correct option. Electrovalent, covalent, coordinate, and hydrogen bond. That is option number 3 is correct. 295, option number 3. Now let us move question number 296, student, and then try to find out the answers. 296. So if you are going 296, student, so what could be our answer? Ethyl alcohol. Okay, ethyl alcohol. You see, student, in the slides here, a little the position of the laptop is not so proper, so that it can create little problem. But here you try to understand, student. In ethyl alcohol is highly miscible with water. Okay, because it forms the following bond with water. So hydrogen bonding is the very easy example. If you talk about the ethyl alcohol, it forms the hydrogen bond with the water molecule. That is why it is easily soluble in the water. Okay, so this question you can understand here on the board, student. Also we can explain this question easily on the board. So you try to come on the board here. So that is ethyl alcohol is there, student. Ethyl alcohol, that is C2H5. Here is O and here is H. Okay. Now you see you take the water molecule also. Here is HOH. So what is the definition for the hydrogen bonding, is, student? That is force of attraction between hydrogen atom of one molecule to the most electronegative atom of another molecule. This is known as what? This is known as what? Hydrogen bonding. This is what? Hydrogen bonding. Okay, this is known as what? Hydrogen bonding. So correct option will be answer number 3. Correct option will be option number 3, that is hydrogen bonding. So 296 question, the correct answer is option number 3. Now let us move question number 297. What is question number 297, student? Water is liquid while hydrogen sulfide is a gas, because, okay, water is liquid while water is liquid while hydrogen sulfide is a gas. Why? So if you talk about, come on the board, student, for better understanding. Here we will be discuss on the board. They are saying water. If you talk about the water, student, they are saying this is the liquid. Okay, and if you talk about the H2S, they are saying that is gas. Okay, dear student, that we know, what we know, that is which atoms are capable to form the hydrogen bonding. Only O and oxygen and fluorine and nitrogen. Okay, these atoms form what? They are capable to form hydrogen bond. Okay, hydrogen bond, hydrogen bond. And some cases exception are there. What exception are there? Where that is Cl also form hydrogen bond, but very rarely examples are there. So if you take the H2O and H2S, H2O, so H2O molecule, it is having the oxygen out of OFN, oxygen, but here is this do not form the sulfur, do not. So because of hydrogen bonding, because of hydrogen bonding, what it will happen, student? Because of hydrogen bonding, it will exist in the form of what is liquid state. It is exist in the form of liquid state. So correct option will be, if you check out the question number 297. So option number 4 will be correct option. Water molecule associated through the hydrogen bonding. You can go through the slides also, student. You will find that is question number 4, that is water molecule associated through the hydrogen bonding. Okay, now question number 298, student. Let us go read out question number 298. So what would be the question number 298? 2 ice. Okay, what is there, student? 2 ice cube are pressed. 2 ice cube are pressed and pressed over each other until they unite to form one block. Which of the following force dominate for the holding them together? Okay. So ice is what? Nothing but this is the water molecule, student. Ice is nothing but water molecule. Ice is nothing but it is the water molecule. And they are saying that is two ice cubes are pressed over each other until they unite to form the one block. Which one of the following force dominate for the holding them together? So if you talking about this one, student, so in water molecule there is a hydrogen bonding. Okay, H2O is there, and this is the, they are saying that you are converting the ice cube. Okay, two ice cubes are there, one cube is like this and plus one other ice cube is like this, and two, what we are doing, you are pressing this, okay, like this, you are pressing this ice to form one block. This is the one block. So if you are forming the one block, so which one holds by what? By the hydrogen bonding. This is happening by the what, student? This is happening by the hydrogen bond and nothing else. So that you can understand, with the help of hydrogen bonding, if you are having two ice cube, you can unite them to form the one ice cube. Now let us move the student 299, question number 299. So if you are going for the question number 299, what could be our answers? Let us see. The 290, volatile compound among the following is. Volatile compound among the following is. Now student, the compound which will form the hydrogen bonding will not be, 299 if you are talking about, student. So that is, we have to understand the volatile which can easily be escaped out. So which will easily escape out? HF will form hydrogen bonding, okay, and HBr will not form hydrogen bonding, HI will not form hydrogen bonding, and HCl, if you talk about the HCl molecule is a student, HCl molecule is always present in the form of vapors. 99% cases this HCl is present in the form of vapors. So the HCl is the vaporized form. When you talk about HI, here the van der Waals forces are very high because of large side of I, okay, and Br also covalent is high. HF is hydrogen bonding. So our option will be the HCl compound among the following is volatile. Okay. Now if you are going, that is question number 300, student. So what could be the answer? Which of the following substance is not covalent polymer? Okay. So which is not covalent, if you're talking about, they are asking which is not covalent polymer. So glucose molecule is there, student, glucose. So glucose molecule is having the huge number of hydrogen bonding. Okay, glucose molecule is having huge number of hydrogen bonding. Let us check on the board, student. That is 300 question, and we come on the board, student, to understand this one. So if you talk about the glucose, okay, if you're talking about the glucose, so what is there? C6H12O6. This is there, C6H12O6. Now if you're talking about this C6H12O6, this is the glucose molecule, and in this molecule, like that structure is, suppose this is the structure, it's like that, 1 2 3 4 5, and here is CH2OH. okay, here is, suppose this is the OH. I am making, student. Here is hydrogen. So what I am saying is, student, in this case here they are capable to form hydrogen bonding. Here is, they are all are capable to form hydrogen bonding. This is they are capable to form, because hydrogen attached to oxygen, so they will form the hydrogen bonding. While in case of silica, diamond, SiC, they all form the covalent. So which of the following substance is not covalent polymers? If they are not covalent polymer, they are the hydrogen bonded polymer. This is the hydrogen bonded polymer. So that we have to memorize, student. That is, in the glucose molecule there is large number of hydrogen bonding. So it is the hydrogen bonded polymers in spite of the covalent polymers. Now let us move for the another question, student. Question number 301. So question number 3, weakest interactions are involved in dative bond, metallic bond, hydrogen bond, and van der Waals forces. So 4 options they have given, student, and with this first one is dative bond, that is coordinate bond. metallic bond. This is the two are the very strong. Now we have to go that is hydrogen bonding and van der Waals force of attraction. So student, always you keep in mind that is van der Waals forces of attraction are always found in the gaseous molecule, okay, while the hydrogen bonding found in the liquid. So like water, so which could be the weakest, that is the gaseous molecules is having the weakest interaction. So our correct answer will be option number 4, van der Waals force of attraction. This we will study in the gaseous state also, that you have to wait for that. Okay, now 302. The reason for double helical structure in DNA is operation is hydrogen bonding. 302 if you are talking about student. So easy option is there that you study in the biology also, that is two helical structure of the DNA always having hydrogen bonding. Okay, no other force of attractions are there, only the hydrogen bonding is there. So correct option is option number 2. Now let us move to the question number 303. Which of the following hydrogen bond is the strongest? So hydrogen bonding is strongest, that which is having the most electronegative atom. Okay, whichever is having the most electronegative atom is the strongest one. So the C student, FHO. Okay, this they are saying. And B number option OHF, C number OHO, D number OHN. So if you are going for this one 303 student, so which is the most electronegative? F and F, two F are there, which is the most electronegative atom compared to oxygen and nitrogen. So correct option will be option number 1. Now let us move the question number 304. Among the H2O, H2S, H2SE and H2T, the one with the highest boiling point, H2O is highest boiling point because of hydrogen bonding. So that is very easy problem. 304 problem number option number 1 is correct student. 304 option number 1. H2O is having the highest boiling point because of the high interaction hydrogen bonding. Now let's 305 student. The volatility of HF is low as compared to other hydroxide halogen because of the hydrogen bonding. Okay, low volatile nature is because of hydrogen bonding. So let us see student, it's low polarization wrong, the weak dispersion wrong, it's a small molecule mass wrong, it's a strong hydrogen bonding. So correct answer will be for 305. Correct answer is option number 4, that is hydrogen bonding. Now let us move student, question number 306. What could be question number 3? Which of the following is a normal liquid? NH3, H2O, HF, Br2. So they are asking, that is which is the normal liquid student? Normal liquid. So normal liquid without hydrogen bonding. Okay, so that is NH3 is there, hydrogen bonding, H2O hydrogen bonding, HF hydrogen bonding, but Br2 is the liquid state. Okay, it's always found in the liquid state, that is also known as normal liquid. There is no hydrogen bonding in Br2. It is directly the normal liquid is the Br2. Now let us move for the 307. Among the following, the boiling point is high: ethyl alcohol, acetone, dimethyl ether and chloroform. So if you are going 307 student, so you check that is which is having the hydrogen bonding. Okay, so ethyl alcohol, if you check out, if ethyl alcohol is hydrogen bonding student. So 307 option number 1 is correct student, that you can check on the board also. Here you come on the board 307. If you are going 307, so they are saying that is ethyl alcohol. Ethyl alcohol is having the, they are saying among the following boiling point is high. So C2H5, here is O and here is H. Okay, and similarly this will be what student, that is here is H. Okay, you can say either you can draw here H, here is O and here is C2H5. So here is what kind of bonding will be there student? This is the hydrogen bonding. So because of presence of hydrogen bonding in the ethyl alcohol, its boiling point will be very high. That you have to keep in mind student. That is wherever the hydrogen bonding will be there student, there will be the in that case boiling point will be high. Up now 308. Strongest hydrogen bond is present in. Strongest hydrogen bond is present in. So ammonia is there, water is there, ethyl alcohol is there and hydrogen fluoride is there. Student, I am already telling you that whichever is having the most electronegative, okay, that is having the more boiling point, more strong hydrogen bonding. Ammonia is nitrogen is there, water is oxygen, hydrogen fluoride is fluorine. So here is oxygen. So fluorine is the most electronegative atom. So it is having the strongest hydrogen bonding. So 308, option number 3 is correct. That is hydrogen bonding. Now 309. Now let us move to intermolecular hydrogen bonding is present. Intermolecular means between two atoms. Intermolecular hydrogen bond is not present. So dear student, ammonia, here is the between two molecule, water between two molecule, hydrogen fluoride between two molecule, salicylaldehyde in the same molecule, in the salicylaldehyde, in the same molecule there is hydrogen bonding. So that is, it is having the intramolecular hydrogen bonding, not the intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So correct option will be, required option will be option number 4. Now let us move question number 3 not 10. Which of the following is a steam volatile? Which of following is a steam volatile? Dear student, the steam volatile means when you are heating this in the steam, so that will convert into the vapor. So if you are going for 310, so 310 student, phenol is there, hydrogen bonding will be there. Metronitrophenol, okay, this is also not the steam volatile. Paranitrophenol, intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Orthonitrophenol student, that is, it is having the intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Okay, I know 3 not 10 is having the intramolecular hydrogen bonding. As a result, it is the steam volatile. When you are heating, it will get convert into the vapors. Now you move on the question number 311. So which of the following compounds would show the evidence of the strongest hydrogen bonding? Which of the following compounds would show the evidence of the strongest hydrogen bonding? Okay, so propane 1-ol, propane 2-ol, propane 1,2-diol, and propane 1,2,3-triol. Okay, so when you are talking 311 student, so which one will you have the, which of the following compound would show the evidence of the strongest hydrogen bonding? So more number of oxygen atom, more number will be the hydrogen bonding. So propane 1-ol, propane 2-ol, propane 1,2-diol, and propane 1,2,3-triol. So correct option will be option number 4. Which of the following compound would show the evidence of the strongest hydrogen bonding? So correct option will be option number 4. Propane 1,2,3-triol is the propane 1,2,3-triol is having the strongest hydrogen bonding because of 3 oxygen atoms are present. Okay, now let us move the 312 student. The compound having hydrogen bond in it. Okay, so I told you student, nitrogen, okay, oxygen and fluorine form the hydrogen bond. So here you see sulfur is there, not possible, chlorine is not possible, and phosphorus is not possible. They are less electronegative. So which is the correct option? That is nitrogen can form the hydrogen bonding. So correct option will be option number 1, ammonia. Now let us move question number 313. Intramolecular hydrogen bond is not present in. Intramolecular hydrogen bond is not present in orthofluorophenol, salicylaldehyde, orthonitrophenol, and paranitrophenol. So intramolecular, when you are talking with student, so intramolecular means in the same molecule. Okay, they are asking not present. Okay, so now orthonitrophenol, okay, orthofluorophenol, okay, orthonitrophenol, paranitrophenol, salicylaldehyde. So intramolecular hydrogen bond is not present. So orthonitrophenol and salicylaldehyde, they have the confirmed, that is intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Ab orthofluorophenol and paranitrophenol we have to check out. So when you are going for the fourth option student, paranitrophenol. So paranitrophenol, if you see, that is what is there student. Here you can check on the board. Here I am doing the diagram for this paranitrophenol. So here is this student here. So paranitrophenol, so here is OH is there and here is NO2. Okay, so if you take the paranitrophenol, so if you talk about this paranitrophenol student, if you talk about paranitrophenol, so intramolecular not possible. Here is what kind of hydrogen bonding is there in this molecule? Inter hydrogen bonding, not intra. Intermolecular hydrogen bonding, intermolecular hydrogen bonding, intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Okay, intermolecular hydrogen bonding is present in what? Para-nitrophenol. Okay, not in ortho-nitrophenol. Okay, now let us move 314. Okay, so if you are going student 314, so what could be our answer? Which of the following exhibit hydrogen bonding? Which of the following exhibit hydrogen bonding? Okay, dear student, CH4 no, N2H4. Okay, we have to check out H2SE no, and fourth option HCl. So 314 if you are going student. So N2H4 here is no, which is the most electronegative atom? I told you nitrogen, oxygen and fluorine. These three only capable to form the hydrogen bonding. So here is carbon is there, selenium is there, chlorine. So these three will not form hydrogen bonding. So which will form? This is having nitrogen. So it will form the hydrogen bonding. So now let us move 315. So when you are moving 315, strength of hydrogen bond is intermediate between. Okay, strength of hydrogen bond is intermediate between, which would be the correct answer. Strength of hydrogen bond is intermediate between. Okay, so strength of hydrogen bond is intermediate between, that is it will be the strong between strongest and between weakest, between strongest and weakest. So that is weakest means van der Waals force of attraction, strongest means covalent bond. So this will be the hydrogen bond is the intermediate, strength of hydrogen bond is intermediate between van der Waals weakest and covalent strongest. Here is ionic covalent, no, ionic is strongest. Okay, covalent is also strong, ionic metallic both are strong, resonance also wrong. So weakest, intermediate means what? Between the strongest and between the weakest. So that is correct option will be option number 1. Now 306. Okay, let us move with question 306. If you are going 306 student, so if you check out 316, NH3 has much higher boiling point than PH3. Abhi student, simple answer is there. NH3 PH3, it is nitrogen phosphorus. I told you nitrogen oxygen fluorine can form the hydrogen bond. So here is nitrogen is there, here phosphorus cannot come out. So nitrogen is, and ammonia is having the hydrogen bonding while PH3 is not. So ammonia is having hydrogen bonding, so it will be having the high boiling point. So let us check with the option. NH3 has large molecular weight, that is wrong. NH3 undergoes umbrella inversion, wrong. NH3 contain hydrogen bonding. So correct option will be option number 3 student. But NH3 is having the hydrogen bonding, so it has the higher boiling point than PH3. So correct option will be option number 3. So 316 option number 3. Now let us move the 317 student. The maximum number of molecules that one water molecule can hold through the hydrogen bonding. The maximum number of molecule that one water molecule can hold through hydrogen bond is. So 4 molecule is possible student. 4 water molecule can form the hydrogen bond with one water molecule. The maximum number of molecules that one water molecule can hold through hydrogen bond is 4. Okay, how can you check out student? This you check on the board student, that is little memory based question. So here is we are having, that is student H2O. Okay, so H2O, how I am writing, that is one molecular I am writing, that is H, here is O, here is H. So one is possible, H is also possible here, H, O, here is H. So here is hydrogen bonding, and here is what is again is possible student. Here is what is possible. Here you can see, that is here is one molecule is there 1, here is 2, and here is hydrogen is there H, O, and here is this is the 3, and one more is possible student. Here is, if you talk about this, okay, so here is also one more is possible, maximum H, here is O, and here is H. So total number of bond which is hydrogen bonding is possible, how many student? You can check it out, that is 4 is possible. Okay, here you can do it student. Okay, that is quite memory based student, quite memory based. Here is also possible H, O, and here is H. So that is how many? 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. Okay, so 4 hydrogen bond is possible four molecule can combine with the one water molecule with the help of hydrogen bonding. So the correct option will be option number 4, 3 not 7. Option number 4 is correct. Now let us move on 3 not 8. The high density of water compared to ice is due to, okay, what they are saying, the high density of water compared to ice is due to, okay. So 318, if you are talking student, so they are saying that is high density of water compared to ice is due to hydrogen bonding, okay. So greater the hydrogen bonding, greater will be the density. So the high density of water compared to ice is due to the hydrogen interaction, that is hydrogen bonding interaction, okay. So 318, the correct option is option number 1. Now let us move student 319. The force responsible for union of two ice block as a single block is, okay, that question already asked in the previous question, some question back, okay. So 319, that is, if you are talking about 319 student, that could have the always hydrogen bonding. The force responsible for the union of two ice block is always hydrogen bonding. Now 320, you move for the question number 320. Hydrogen bonding is maximum in ethyl chloride, ethanol, triethylamine, diethyl ether. So if you are going student 320 question number, so correct option will be ethanol, okay. So ethyl chloride, there is no hydrogen bonding. Tetraethylamine, less number of, okay, hydrogen bonding possible because bulky group. Diethyl ether, it is also more bulky group is there. So ethanol is only one alkyl group. So correct option will be the option number 3. If you are not able to understand this question student, you put in the message box, I will reply you, because it is easy, so I am not explaining much. 321, if you are going student 321, so what is the electronegative element between which of the hydrogen bond is formed principally in the aqueous ammonia, okay. So oxygen nitrogen, both oxygen and nitrogen. So 321, option number 3 is possible student. 321, option 3 is possible. The electronegative element between which the hydrogen bond is formed principally in aqueous ammonia, that is oxygen and nitrogen, okay. Oxygen not possible student. Nitrogen not possible. Oxygen and nitrogen is possible. The electronegative element between which the hydrogen is formed principally aqueous medium is oxygen and nitrogen. Even fluorine will be there, that can also come in the answers, but fluorine is not given. So oxygen and nitrogen is correct answer. Now 322. Ionic, covalent, dative and hydrogen bond are present. So firstly ionic, covalent, dative and hydrogen. Already this question came in the previous question. This is the option is the option number 3rd is correct option. 322, option number 3rd, that already we discussed in the previous some question back. So correct option is the option number 3rd. Now let us understand student question number 323. Which of the following exist? KHCl2, KHBr2, KHF2, KHI2. So 323 student, if you are going 323, so KHF2, because of fluorine, this is capable to form the hydrogen bonding because of fluorine. So it is capable to form hydrogen bonding, as a result this exists, otherwise other do not exist, there is no hydrogen bonding. Now let us move question number, next question number, what is the next? 324. So 324 student, if you are going question number 324, they are said the vapor pressure of out of these two, which is having the higher than, is this is having high vapor pressure than is vapor pressure of, this is orthonitrophenol is higher than paranitrophenol, because of here is hydrogen bonding, because of hydrogen bonding the vapor pressure is higher, vapor pressure is at 324 student. 324 because of hydrogen bonding. What kind of hydrogen bonding? Intramolecular. So let us check student, orthonitrophenol Intramolecular hydrogen bonding is there. Here option number 3. So because of this intramolecular hydrogen bonding, it exists only single molecule, and single molecule can be easily vaporized compared to the cluster of molecules. So correct option will be option number 3. If you are not understanding, you put in the message box, I will explain separately. Now let us move 325. So chelation is observing. Okay, chelation. So wherever the chelation means the case-like compound, student, that is circular structure. So whichever is having the no intramolecular hydrogen bonding, they have the chelation, like ring-like structure. Orthonitrophenol, paranitrophenol, no. Orthonitrophenol, this is the correct answer. Here is the ring-like structure will form. So it is the option 326. If you are going 326, so what is the correct option? Which of the following molecule will form a linear polymeric structure due to hydrogen bonding? Okay, which of the following molecule will form a linear polymeric structure due to hydrogen bonding? Okay, so whoever is having hydrogen, which of the following molecule will form a linear polymeric structure due to hydrogen bonding? Okay, so HCl we know, student, this do not form the hydrogen bonding. H2O, this is bend shape. Ammonia, pyramidal shape. HCl do no hydrogen bonding. So what is left, student? HF, only 2 atoms. So always having the linear polymeric structure having hydrogen bonding, HF. Okay, so this is all about the problem based on the hydrogen bonding. Thank you so much for watching, friends.